Hey Vern, old buddy, good to see you could make it. And you keeping an eye on Sparky? Because, oh no, I see he's been into my Crudo glass. Hey Sparky, I told you to stay away from my good glasses. Well, you've been up all night into the scotch as well. You're gonna have to start behaving yourself, or you're gonna end up like Vern up on the wall here. So we're going to show you where the Macallan distillery is in the Craigellachie area there, and of course there's many distilleries in the Speyside Craigellachie area, Dufftown, and of course you have Aberlour, and there it is, Craigellachie, and we'll find right about there is Macallan's. Well, we're going to get into a very well-known brand. You all know it. Yes, Macallan's. Macallan's, don't drink as much of it now. When I was first getting into the single malts, this was one of my favorites. Is it the same? I really don't know. I don't have any of those old bottlings, but I sure liked it. It's not necessarily my go-to today, though this one here seemed to do quite well, and I always ask that question, could this be the last of the affordable, good Macallans? You know, and you know, we know you can pick up the 12, you know, the 12-year-old, their regular bottling, but this is the sherry cask, and it is a little bit different because I've got the 12-year-old. Regular bottling. I mean, they're both finished in sherry cask, but this one is distinguishable. It's a 43. I think the other is a 40. And you're wondering what the DALMORE, well, we just did a DALMORE review, and this DALMORE here is a sherry cask as well, and they're both 12 years. So when I'm finished the review, or toward the end of the review, I think I'm going to do a little shootout between the two here. I'm just curious which one I prefer. Here it is, Macallan's sherry cask. Now, I had a 12 not too long ago, and I did drink a little bit of this, and I will say that this is definitely a little stronger sherry influence than the 12, even though the 12 is also finished in sherry cask. But this has definitely got a little more body to it. It's an oilier whiskey. But let's get into it. We'll get some descriptors and notes going so we can talk about it. So pour myself a dram, and I do like the Macallan's bottle. There's something about the feel of them. You know, through the years, one of the first whiskeys I started paying attention to, and I just like this. I like the shape of them. They're classy looking. They feel good. You know, they come in a classy looking box. The box definitely improves as you get into the 18s, the 15s, and the 18s. But you're paying a heck of a lot more for that whiskey. But this might be the last of the affordable, so that's why I'm putting that question to you. Is this the last of the affordable good Macallans? So we're looking at, you know, anywhere from $225 to $250 in Canada here for the 15s, and the 18s are just they're out of sight now. So my son bought me 18s. I used to have my fish buyer, I was a commercial fisherman, my fish buyer would buy me 18s. It tells you what an 18 used to be worth. They wouldn't be buying them for me today, I'll tell you. So, anyways, let's give it the nose. And again, you really can get the sherry influence here, very strong. Lots of prunes. Prunes and plums. You know, so you're sort of getting the dark dry fruits mixed in with the fresh fruits. And there is just, you know, a slight bit of smoke. It's not medicinal smoke, it's just smoke. And I'm sort of, I'm getting the sweetness and a little bit of tartness. A little bit of ginger mixed in with that sweetness and that tartness. And of course, you know, you got to throw the vanilla in. The wood's starting to work. The oak, yeah, the oak's definitely there. My nose isn't picking up that famous grain, that golden grain that that is unique to Macallan. So just to remind you that this has no coloring in it. It's a 43% ABV. I did read the label earlier. I could not find anything on whether it was non-chill filtered or not. So, but yeah, I think we're going to let's see what the palate's all about. Sláinte? The sherry is there. There's definitely some wood. I'm getting some of the wood, and slight bit of smoke, or it could be char from the barrel. I don't know, but there is a little bit of smoke. You can just barely taste it. It's kind of sitting in the background there. So, spices. I would say we're getting a little bit of that honey influence. In other words, honey mixed with the fruit. It's a sweet drink. Let's refresh. The smoke has kind of disappeared now, and I'm getting some sweet spices. When I say the sweet spices, you know, almost some cinnamon and maybe a little ginger. You know, a little bit of a ginger burn there. Or is it pepper? Definitely a little bit of the hot spices as it's finishing off here. But it's kind of like a sweet and sour presentation at the beginning, and it's kind of finishing off with the more spicy, sweet and spicy, to almost little bit of heat in the spices. It's not the liquor. It's not. I'm not getting the heat from the liquor. It's spicy, hot spicy. So not jalapeno hot. You know, I think the best description is like a ginger hot. You know, like, you know, strong ginger. But this is nice. It's well layered. Oh my golly. I'm going to have to pour myself some more here. I didn't pour enough. Give myself a little break. Let my palate kind of clear a bit here. It is a nice dram. I haven't, like, I drank this with friends, and you can see I haven't drank much. And I haven't ever had this cask. I have never had this bottling before. So this is actually the first time I've really got into tasting notes and that, and I mean, I sort of had a bit of an idea that it wasn't a bad, and that, you know, when I said, is this the last of the affordable Macallans? You know, I think because we all kind of, when we were drinking it, kind of wondered, you know, what's it cost? You know, 150-ish, and that's same as the DALMORE there. But anyways, back to the finish. Oh, we're getting some toffee now. I think the other day there when I was doing, what was the last review I did? It was a Glen 18 Glen Grant. That's what it was. Yeah. So it was a non-sherried. It was a non-sherried presentation, but there was so much sweetness, you know, in that American oak. So. This is similar ABV, but different in that you've got so much sherry happening here. But a little bit of the toffee. I got a little bit of the toffee there. So, and now I'm getting that. I think it's char. I think it's a barrel char that I'm tasting. Yeah, the wood. I'm getting the wood now and the spices. So the spices aren't as sharp. They're a little softer. And this is a decent finish. The regular 12, the 40 ABV 12 does not have as long a finish as this does. So we can put that in for a score there. That, you know, when we rate this, so it does have a longer finish. So it's finishing off with. Wee bit of that, I'd say it's smoked char barreled, that are toasted, the toasted barrel, and some spice. It's one of those, it's one of those drams that you want to have another one, so that's a good sign. I'm getting ready to rate this here, but I want to do a shootout first before I rate it. So I'm going to pour myself a DALMORE. Now I reviewed the DALMORE. You can look at my review on the DALMORE. And this was the first DALMORE that I really felt good about. Like it was, I wasn't a super DALMORE fan. I thought they were overpriced. Wasn't really getting what I was paying for. So this was the first one I felt like I got good value for my money. I liked it. My palate liked it. So I've been kind of wanting to do this. Okay, so here's my opportunity. DALMORE, Macallan. Okay. The nosing is going to be fairly fast here. A little more floral. Still, you know, very strong sherry influence there, but a little more floral. The sweet fruits are still there, but sweeter. Much sweeter, yeah. We're getting the dark fruits. Oh, light and oh God, I almost forgot my notes, but there's tangerines, a little bit of citrus. This is lighter. This is definitely a lighter drink than DALMORE. And this is a heavier, much heavier body, oily. This is hitting you. This hits pretty heavy. This is amplified. So the nose on this is quite strong, you know. This has the lighter nose. But nothing wrong with it. It's just it's a different it's just a different engagement. Yeah, you're getting like I say, floral, tangerine, citrusy, almost perfumey. And boom, that's what it feels like. Lots of sweet. This is when I get the Eat More chocolate bar, or maybe it was the maybe I should be saying McTavish's toffee. Yeah, more McTavish's toffee. That's a good description, you know. So there you are. Let's try the palate. Sláinte. Pretty much the same. Now I'm starting to get familiar with this. There is a sweetness to it, and I think because I didn't have the Macallans, I'm doing this shootout, I would have probably said, yeah, there's some good sweet notes there. You know, I probably would have said a little honey, some sweet and sour notes like the fresh fruits and the dried fruits, but. Definitely a lighter. I think it's going to be I don't know yet, but I got a feeling it's going to be a lighter body. But wow. So my daughter's on a diet. She's going for the low cal. I'm not on a diet. I'm going for high calories. I mean, that's what it tastes like. It's like, you know, lightly sweet, lighter drink, heavy impact, you know. I'm going for the cheesecake. Yeah, there's definitely a contrast. And you don't know this until you do that shootout. So it's interesting. You want to do this once in a while. It's kind of exciting. So. Let's. I want to leave a little bit of room in between the two. There, a little time in between the two, because this is overpowering, and I could, I could clear my palate. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna get too technical with this. This is a fun thing. I don't want to waste your time. I do like this. Light or not, I do like this. It's a very smooth drink. It's a nice DALMORE. I'd probably take less time between the DALMORE and the Macallan, but I'd need more time between the Macallan and the DALMORE. There's just after you've had the Macallan, you need to kind of clear your palate, but even though there is a coating, the DALMORE leaves a coating on your tongue, especially in the back of your tongue there, and very slight, very slight burn for a 43 there off the DALMORE there. So sherry. Very strong influence of sherry. Stuart McPherson's work in selecting casks, I guess. We got Richard Patterson, his selection of casks. Two different approaches, two different distilleries, two different types of stills, two different types of drinks. They're both good whiskeys. So, this is it's a Macallan's that I am actually liking. I'm enjoying it. It's the first Macallan's I've had in years that I really enjoyed, and it's only a 12. It's not. I've had 18s. I've had 15s. And in the past, you know, if I go back a good number of years, because it was one of the earlier single malts that I got into after I got into Glenfiddich and Glenlivet. And I really like this stuff. This stuff really blew me away. When I had an 18 that was given to me by my fish buyer, it blew me away. It was, I mean, everybody that was having a shot of that whiskey thought, wow, this is the best whiskey we've ever drank. I think it was, you know. This is not that. It's not that 18, but it's nice to get back to a Macallan's I'm really enjoying. So, what am I going to give it for a score? This is somewhere between an 86 and an 87. So, I'm going to say maybe an 87 for a 12, but I'd say 86.5 if I could. It's $150, but so is the DALMORE. I think the two of them are scored very close together. Really, they're just different. They're different presentations. So let's leave it at that.